Have you ever wondered how the Quran we read today was preserved? Who ensured its words remain unchanged for generations? Uthman ibn Affan, radiallahu anhu, the third caliph of Islam, played a vital role in this remarkable achievement. How did his efforts bring unity to the Muslim community? Let's uncover the inspiring story of the man known as the collector of the Qur'an, early life and character. Uthman ibn Affan, radiallahu anhu, was born into a wealthy and respected family in Mecca. He belonged to the powerful Umayyad clan and was known for his kind and generous nature. Even before accepting Islam, Uthman was admired for his honesty and success as a merchant. He never drank alcohol or participated in any bad habits common in his society. This showed his strong moral character even before becoming a Muslim. When Uthman accepted Islam, he faced challenges from his family and tribe, who opposed the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Despite this, Uthman remained steadfast and even migrated twice, once to Abyssinia and later to Medina, to practice his faith freely. He became one of the closest companions of the Prophet, peace be upon him, and married two of his daughters, earning him the title Dhul Nurayn, the possessor of two lights. During his caliphate, Uthman, radiallahu anhu, focused on uniting the Muslim community. He expanded the Islamic empire, bringing new lands under Muslim rule. His leadership helped Islam spread across regions like Persia, North Africa, and Armenia. Uthman was also responsible for important reforms in administration and economy. He improved trade routes, encouraged businesses, and ensured economic stability for Muslims and non-Muslims alike. One of Uthman's greatest achievements was the standardization of the Quran. As Islam spread to different regions, people started reciting the Quran differently. To protect the unity of the Muslim community, Uthman ordered the preparation of a single, standardized version of the Quran and distributed copies across the Muslim world. This ensured that the words of Allah would remain unchanged for generations. Role as caliph, Uthman ibn Affan, radiallahu anhu, became the third caliph of Islam after Umar ibn Khattab, radiallahu anhu. His leadership lasted for 12 years, during which he worked to expand and strengthen the Islamic empire. Under his rule, the Muslim lands grew rapidly, reaching new regions like Persia, Armenia, and North Africa. This expansion brought more people under the banner of Islam and created opportunities for trade and cultural exchange. Uthman, radiallahu anhu, focused on improving the economy of the Islamic State. He encouraged trade and allowed people to own land in the newly conquered areas. This helped farmers, traders, and business owners grow their wealth. Uthman also increased public allowances, making sure that Muslims lived in comfort and prosperity. One of his most famous contributions was uniting the Muslim community through the standardization of the Quran. As Islam spread to faraway lands, people started reciting the Quran in different ways. To avoid confusion, Uthman, radiallahu anhu, created a committee to compile a single version of the Quran based on the original copy from the time of Abu Bakr, radiallahu anhu. He then sent these copies to major cities and ordered the destruction of other versions to preserve unity. Uthman, radiallahu anhu, was also known for his generosity. He used his own wealth to help the poor, support widows, and fund Islamic projects. For example, he purchased a well in Medina and made it free for everyone to use. This act of kindness is still remembered today. Despite his many achievements, Uthman, radiallahu anhu, faced challenges during his rule. Some people accused him of favoring his family when appointing governors. However, he always aimed to serve Islam and maintain peace. Uthman ibn Affan, radiallahu anhu, left a lasting legacy as a leader who cared deeply for the Muslim community. The compilation of the Quran during Uthman ibn Affan's, radiallahu anhu, time as caliph, Islam spread to many new regions, including Persia, North Africa, and Armenia. With this growth, people from different areas started reciting the Quran in slightly different ways, based on their local accents and dialects. This created confusion among Muslims, as some began arguing about the correct way to recite the Quran. Uthman, radiallahu anhu, understood the danger this could cause to the unity of the Muslim community. To solve this problem, he took a big step. He ordered the creation of one standardized version of the Quran to ensure everyone recited it the same way. Uthman, radiallahu anhu, formed a team of trusted companions, led by Zayd ibn Thabit radiallahu anhu, who was known for his deep knowledge of the Qur'an. The team used the original compilation made during Abu Bakr's radiallahu anhu time, which had been kept safe with Hafsa radiallahu anhu, the wife of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The team carefully checked and compiled the Qur'an into one book in the Qurayshi dialect, the language of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Once the work was complete, Uthman radiallahu anhu sent copies of this standardized Qur'an to major cities like Mecca, Medina, Kufa, Basra, and Damascus. He also ordered that all other versions or personal notes be burned to avoid confusion. This effort by Uthman radiallahu anhu preserved the words of Allah exactly as revealed to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Today, Muslims all over the world recite the same Qur'an thanks to his vision and dedication. Uthman ibn Affan radiallahu anhu's work not only protected the Qur'an, but also ensured the unity of the Muslim ummah for generations to come. Legacy of Uthman radiallahu anhu. Uthman ibn Affan radiallahu anhu left a legacy that has shaped the Muslim world forever. His leadership as the third caliph brought many achievements that Muslims still benefit from today. One of his greatest contributions was the standardization of the Qur'an. By creating one unified version, he ensured that the words of Allah were preserved exactly as revealed to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. This effort protected the unity of Muslims and the authenticity of the Qur'an. During his time, Uthman radiallahu anhu expanded the Islamic empire to new regions, including Persia, North Africa, and Armenia. His government established strong trade routes, which helped Muslims grow economically. Uthman also lifted restrictions on land ownership, allowing people to buy and develop land in newly conquered areas. These policies brought prosperity to both Muslims and non-Muslims living under Islamic rule. Uthman radiallahu anhu was known for his incredible generosity. He used his personal wealth to support the poor, free slaves, and fund public projects. For example, he bought a well in Medina and made it free for everyone to use, a deed that is still remembered as a symbol of his kindness. He also doubled the allowances for the wives of the Prophet, peace be upon him, showing his deep respect and care for them. Even during difficult times, Uthman radiallahu anhu remained patient and avoided violence. When rebels surrounded his house in Medina, he refused to allow his supporters to fight, choosing peace over conflict. His martyrdom became a symbol of his devotion to Islam. Uthman ibn Affan radiallahu anhu is remembered as a leader who united Muslims, preserved the Qur'an, and prioritized the well-being of his people. His legacy continues to inspire Muslims around the world to live with generosity, humility, and dedication to Islam. Challenges and martyrdom. The caliphate of Uthman ibn Affan radiallahu anhu faced many challenges, especially during the later years of his leadership. As Islam spread across vast territories, managing different regions and diverse groups of people became difficult. Some Muslims in faraway areas began to criticize the way certain governors were appointed, claiming they were unfair or favored Uthman's radiallahu anhu family. This created unrest in some provinces such as Egypt, Kufa, and Basra. Despite the challenges, Uthman radiallahu anhu remained committed to keeping peace. He called governors and leaders from across the empire to Medina to discuss the issues and find solutions. He also sent trusted companions to investigate complaints and address the grievances of the people. To calm tensions, Uthman even removed some governors who were accused of unfair practices. However, opposition continued to grow, fueled by tribal rivalries and political disagreements. In the final days of his life, rebels from Egypt, Kufa, and Basra gathered in Medina and surrounded Uthman's radiallahu anhu house. Despite having many supporters willing to protect him, Uthman radiallahu anhu refused to allow any fighting, saying he did not want to shed Muslim blood. He stayed calm, reciting the Qur'an and praying. On the 17th of Dhul Hijjah, 35 AAH 656 CE. The rebels broke into his house and killed him while he was reading the Qur'an. His martyrdom shocked the Muslim world and marked the first major division in the ummah. Uthman's, radiallahu anhu, commitment to peace and unity, even in the face of rebellion, showed his deep faith and love for Islam. His death is remembered as a sacrifice for the Muslim community, and his contributions, especially the preservation of the Qur'an, continue to benefit Muslims around the world. Thank you for watching. If you found this video inspiring and informative, make sure to like and share it with others. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing content about the history of Islam and its great leaders. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Join us next time as we explore more fascinating stories. See you soon.